The results-driven Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce invites you to connect your business with 1,000 other companies just like yours, including education and workforce development, healthcare, professional services, manufacturing, retail, nonprofit, trades and vocations, hospitality, among many others, and benefit with chamber programs and services such as government affairs, energy and economic development, small business assistance, networking opportunities, women in business programs, young people in business programs, and more. We invite your business to become a starring member of the Merrimack Valley Chamber today and see what a difference this chamber will make for you. Join your community's most trusted, effective, and relevant business network connection today. The Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Hello everyone, my name is Mike Bevilacqua. I'm the Vice President of the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I'd like to welcome you all back to another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business Program. I'm here with a very special guest today, Jerry, who's a SCORE volunteer. So Jerry, first off, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mike. I'm very pleased to be here, and maybe I can provide some information to help somebody.
Yeah, I think you definitely can. You've helped a lot of people right here in the Merrimack Valley, a lot of small business owners really get started, get the information they need. So first off, tell everyone at home what SCORE stands for.
Well, SCORE originally was identified as the acronym Service Corps of Retired Executives, and it's since changed somewhat. Because when you think of the retired executives, you're talking about people over 60 years old. But we have many. In fact, one of our mentors here in the area is an assistant professor in college, and she's still in her 40s.
Sure.
But it's excellent because she provides information a lot of us don't have, especially with respect to her knowledge of business.
Yeah, and SCORE, we have a lot of our Merrimack Valley Chamber members, small business owners, any people in business really that want to go and get mentoring from people like you, Jerry. They're able to come to our office or another site, or even I guess a call, and you're able to ask their questions about their business directly to you, correct?
That's exactly right. And we've had several from the Merrimack Valley Chamber of Commerce, which have been great because it's just people that have no idea how to start a business, or at least are starting a business, and they could use the help in all aspects of the business which we can provide.
Yeah, and most importantly, it's free service as well, right through the SBA, correct?
So we're all volunteers. The SBA sponsors SCORE. It is a free service. It's a confidential service. When you work with us, we hold everything within our group, unless you need something special, and we'd ask the permission of the person who our client is to go out and get someone who really has more knowledge about what they want to try to do.
And as from someone on the outside looking in, someone who refers to businesses and people who are interested to SCORE, it really is a great service. It really is something you shouldn't pass on, because whether you're thinking of starting a small business, whether you're already just started a small business or a business in general, or whether you've already started a business 5-6 years in and you're having some questions now, come to SCORE, ask your questions, and they're going to be able to assist you. They'll be able to point you in the right direction. I work with many businesses in the area. I don't know the first thing about starting a business, but I know you do, and that's the great opportunity for us to be able to pass our members, our people in the community who are interested in starting business, right to you to ask their questions, and then you're able to point them in the right direction. You're able to provide the resources that they need to start the business, correct?
Exactly. We have experience. Over the years, we carry a lot of experience with us, and I spent 4 years with SCORE so far, and I've learned a lot just from the people we've been working with,
sure.
And with other mentors who have supported me in the program. So yeah. It's been really good.
So what's it like when someone books an appointment? How do they book that appointment, and what's the first steps?
Well, the first step is really to go to the national office of SCORE. It's score.org online, and register for your what they look for is your email address or only your zip code, and they will work with you and you can sign up and give them the information, and then you'll be assigned to one of the areas. For example, our area is Haverhill and Lawrence.
Okay.
And so normally that's the way they'll come to us. And if someone comes through the chamber, we can add them ourselves, and so or we'll direct them to go there and tell them who to ask for, and you can put a name who you specifically would like as a mentor. And if if you've talked to me, and I would ask them to put my name down, and then we would work with them in the local area.
Excellent. So score.org is the first step. Go there, put the information, follow the prompts, and then you'll get a call from one of the representatives, or email from one of the representatives, which is a really great opportunity. And then what happens after they book their appointment?
Well, the first thing is I'll send them a welcome letter and tell them that where we meet. We have two great locations, one here at the Chamber of Commerce in Lawrence and one in Haverhill at the UMass Lowell Fusion Center, which they've been grateful enough to give us a room that we can work with. It's really nice. And then what we'll do is ask, try to set them up with an appointment. In our case, we only meet on Thursdays. And
Sure.
so we have 3 or 4 sessions on a Thursday afternoon. Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. And then with that, we one of the things we do, we tell them, first of all, in addition to describing our desire to keep everything secure with them and keep their information private.
Yep.
What we'll do also is we won't do any work for them. We will give them assignments on specific things. So if someone wants to develop a business plan, we will give them a business plan outline, explain to them what we were looking for in portions of it. Nothing big, but getting enough for them to come back to us, and then we can really get into detail about how they're going to proceed. Help them set goals, and also make sure that they get the required licenses and everything else they need to do to get their business started.
Yeah, and I really think that's an important part. I think a lot of people just think they want to have a business idea, they're going to start a business, and that's it. But you have to be aware of the licenses, and it's a lot different if you're opening a restaurant than opening a retail store or opening a healthcare facility. These are all different licenses that you need. I have no clue where the first place to start is, but Jerry, you know where to start, you know where to look, so that's really a great opportunity.
Yeah, that's right, and I think a lot of things wrap around, come around to funding too. Many people are trying to figure out how they get started with the amount of funds they have, and we try to help direct them as to just how to acquire that funding, whether it's through a bank, a credit union, or loans. The SBA insures loans, but you have to know what you're doing, have a good outline of what your business is going to be in order to apply for one. You still would apply to a bank or a credit union, not to the SBA for that loan, but the SBA will work with that bank or credit union to sponsor that loan.
Yeah, it's really, again, as I was saying, all the steps that you need to start a business, all the steps you need while you're in business, you have those answers for them. So it really is a great opportunity. And one thing as a member of the Chamber of Commerce here, when people come out of those meetings, they always say to me, I was amazed. I never thought I'd get this much out of a meeting with SCORE as I got. I never knew they'd be able to give me that information. I never knew how to do that. But you are the people that see this all the time, and you're able to assist with those different things. So it really, really is a great opportunity for those, again, who are looking to start a business. It's SCORE, or even in business. You can assist people that have had a business for 5 years, correct?
Yes.
Really, any questions they have about the business, how they take it to the next level, how do they get started, what are the different permits, you can answer all those questions, correct?
Well, that's correct, and indeed we've had a great deal of success over my 4 years that I've seen. And we've got several of our clients who've really blossomed and made. They don't have to come back to us anymore. In fact, they can help mentor other people because
it's a cool
they
thing about giving
really
back.
know what they're doing.
Sure. Right. And are you able to say any success stories that stand out to you at all, or?
Well, we have one young man who basically is a sports coach, and he's set up his own business, and he has just gone through all the specific steps required. He's built his finances, he's built his business plan, and so on. And he's to the point now where he's moving on. He's now acquiring a master's degree,
wow.
And he's basically on his own, and it's really a pleasure to see how well he's doing.
Yeah, and I think one of the other benefits as well is some people might think they have the perfect plan, they might be ready to go, but you're able to tell them if you think otherwise as well. So you're able to really be that voice of reason. You're able to tell them if they should go forward, if they should consider looking into other things as well.
That's correct. I mean, we have had, it's sometimes someone will come to us with one or two plans and they haven't focused on which one they really like. And we try to strive for the one that we think they have the most passion for, and that where they can set their goal, their major goal, around that particular passion, if it's feasible to get there. So yes, we've had that situation several times, and it usually works out with the person. Sometimes they'll come to us and they don't have a really good idea, and we kind of ask them to go back and start thinking it over, build some pro and cons, and come back to us when you solidify on what your major goal is going to be.
And again, the cost to do all this is completely free. It's all funded through the SBA, so there's no, you're not going to get some invoice in the mail down the road. It's all, it's all free. It's all confidential. So it really is a great opportunity. And Jerry, I just want to commend the SBA again for all their great work they do for small businesses and having the SCORE program so that you all can assist. And Jerry, I just want to ask one more time. Once you will go to is it SBA.org? Is that the or SCORE.org?
No, SCORE.org. Yep.
SCORE.org. Once you go there, you set up the appointment. How many people are generally in the appointment when they meet?
Well, we work with 3 mentors most of the time because many people in SCORE will do Zoom calls, and that started mostly when during COVID, and a lot of them stayed with it. We really like to have the face-to-face.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And so we'll sit down with at least 2 or 3 mentors, and we'll spend an hour session, and it depends on the people who are there. They usually are really acceptable to that type of format.
No, that's great. And again, Jerry, from the things I hear from people who have been to SCORE, have excelled through SCORE, it's amazing how much they're a little unsure at first when they go to meet for their meeting, but the things they're able to hear, the things they're able to ask directly to you, to people who know what those next steps are, it really is an invaluable experience where people cannot miss out on this. So if you think of starting a business, if you're looking to start a business plan, if you just started a business and have some questions, or if you've been in business for a while and say, what am I doing wrong? What can I be doing differently? This really is a great opportunity. So, as we start to close out the episode, just tell everyone at home again how to contact SCORE and why they should contact you if they have not done so already.
Okay. Well, again, the best way is to go through SCORE.org and fill out the form and specify your location via your zip code, and put down the requested information, and name, if you know a name of a mentor, put that down as well, and you'll be assigned, and normally by your zip code you'll be assigned to our area. The other thing, if there are any questions, somebody, if you want, you can text me at 781-953-4279, and I'll try to answer any other questions that you might have.
Very good. Well, Jerry, I just want to say thank you again for being part of the show today. We definitely appreciate it. Well,
I'm glad to be here, and hopefully I'm glad we have a good partnership with the Chamber of Commerce.
And as an employee of the Chamber of Commerce, I can definitely vouch. As I mentioned, I've talked to many of our members who have gone and grown businesses, or gone back and went to the drawing board, changed things up, and then we're able to really grow a successful business. SCORE definitely makes a difference. So Jerry, I just want to say thank you again. Thank you to SBA. Thank you to everyone at SCORE for all their volunteering and assisting our community.
Well, Mike, thank you for having me. This has been a nice session.
Thanks, Jerry. And thank you to everyone at home for being part of another edition of the Merrimack Valley Chamber Means Business Program. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you again.